Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a delightful day. I am so excited to talk to you guys about some of the best stuff from the drugstore. I just did a video like this about high-end products that I think are worth it, and now I want to talk about some drugstore products that I think are basically high-end products but in drugstore packaging. I think that they are that good, and many of these things that I don't really shut up about them. Well, you probably heard me talk about them on my channel before, but I did try to spice it up a little bit and not talk about all of the same things, so hopefully you'll find some things in here I haven't mentioned too much. Before I get started, I have to tell you about my tea of the day. In my last Sips by box, they sent me a bag of matcha, which is always a great day. This one is from Encha, and I love their suggested daily routine for this matcha. Enjoy one at breakfast, one after lunch, 2 matchas a day. These people, they got my vibe. Anyway, it's really good. I've been sipping on it already and it's very delicious. I mixed it with milk and an itty bitty bit of sugar to make a matcha latte. Okay, 5 affordable products that I think are just as good as high end. Let's start with the foundation I'm wearing, Believe Beauty. I wear this a lot in my videos just because it is different from the rest of my foundation collection in the fact that it's not super glowy. If you're someone who's like, why is she always talking about glowy products? You might prefer something like this. So this is the Skin Finish Foundation. Believe Beauty you can only find in store at Dollar General. As far as I know, you can't buy it online. And I think it's $5 or $5.50. Somewhere around there. Okay, I had some family interruptions. I'm trying to remember where my train of thought was going. I know I was talking about this foundation from Believe Beauty. So it comes in a really nice glass bottle. It has a great pump on it, and it has good, decent coverage. It's usually 1 pump is more than sufficient for me. I am just wearing 1 pump on my face today. I wear the shade Delicate Ivory, and it seems to be a pretty good match. I'm gonna try and just get a little bit in the back of my hand so I can try and show you the finish, because it's not luminous and it's not matte either. It's right in that middle ground. Oh, and don't pay attention to my nails that I really need to repaint. Just don't look, okay? But this, yeah, it has a nice in-between finish that you can really change depending on the product that you're wearing underneath. I'm almost always wearing a sunscreen that's pretty shiny and luminous, so this ends up looking pretty luminous on my skin anyway. I would say that normally I don't have any problems with how this wears. Lately, my skin has been a little extra dry here from tretinoin. Today it's wearing pretty good actually, but I find that when I'm extra flaky, I do notice it kind of catching on those dry patches. So if you have very, very dry, flaky skin, it probably won't be a good choice for you. But I would say normal to oily skin, you will probably really enjoy this. And I do have problems a lot with foundations making me break out, and even though this is a very inexpensive product, I do not have that problem with this. So that is really exciting to me. Whenever I run out of this, I tend to wear it a lot when filming, is because it's not so glowy as my other face products. Whenever I run out of it, I will buy it again. Okay, let's talk about a product from Flower Beauty. Honestly, Flower Beauty has so many products that are like high-end that I had to pick from several. I decided to go with this bronzer. Now, you guys, this was the very first bronzer I ever bought for myself at the urging of my good friend. Hello, I know she's watching. And after this now, I have purchased a few more bronzers. I decided that I do like them. So what's so special about this one? This is the Heatwave Luminous Bronzer, and I have the shade Sunrise, which is the lighter shade. Sadly, it only comes in 2 shades, so it's not very good that way. Hopefully this bronzer is popular enough that they expand the range, but they have a cooler tone one and a warmer tone one. This is the cooler tone one. It has a beautiful marbling going through it, which just makes it really pretty to use, but the actual shade of it, when you like swatch it out, you can see how kind of cool it is there, but it's also kind of blushy. I think I could pull off wearing that as a blush, and a little swirl of like the white swirl through there. I think that's where like that luminosity comes from. It's not like a super sparkly bronzer, but it does have a little bit of luminosity. If you have fair skin and you have a hard time finding a bronzer that isn't super pigmented or orange, I would suggest trying this one. Or if you're someone who likes just wearing bronzer and not bothering with blush, I think this one has a really good tone for that. It is a beautiful baked product, which I find that when it comes to powders, baked products, oh, there's a fuzz floating around. I bet you guys probably see that. Anyway, I find that when it comes to baked products, I often really enjoy the formula. I think they've got some of the best. It's not uber pigmented, and it's very easy to just slap on. Like, I don't ever worry when applying this that I'm putting on too much bronzer. And even though it's not a super deep shade, it is something that does show up as well. So it's got that nice middle range there where even though it is very blendable and not too deep, it still does show up. Anyway, it's been a little bit since I've talked about this on my channel and I'm very happy to mention it again. Okay, let's talk about something from Almay. So I know that Almay, myself included, it's kind of an overlooked brand. For some reason, I just don't really look at their stuff, but they do have some beautiful things. There's actually a couple of things from them that I've tried that I could have included in this video, but I really wanted to talk about this blush again. I know if you guys are not new, you've heard me talk about this before. So this is the Healthy Hue blush. I have the shade 100, Nearly Nude, and this is another baked luminous product. And the second I tried it, I really thought, I'm like, man, if this was just in a more expensive looking compact, I would absolutely believe that it was a very expensive product. It's an excellent shade, which for me is one of the hallmarks of a more expensive product, is they've got good shades. And yeah, this really hits that interesting shade where it's not super, super nude. So it still counts as a blush, but it definitely has a lot of color in it. I think I would classify this personally as on the sheer side of blushes, but I have no problem making it show up on my skin. And even though I called it luminous and there's definitely little bits of sparkles in there, it's not a sparkly blush when I have it applied. I don't like something that's actually metallic for my blush, but it really does look like a healthy skin flush, which is, you know, the name of the blush. I think it's fantastic and I wish more people knew about it. Now let's talk about my highlight that I'm wearing. This is not a new product. It has been around for a very long time and talked about by so many people, but I still think it deserves love. Sometimes older products, they can get forgotten about. So I want to talk about something from Colourpop. This is the Super Shock highlighter in the shade Lunch Money. I think the Super Shock, man, I'm having a hard time doing the S's and SH sounds together today. The Super Shock formula in the highlighter is truly exceptional. It's really, really good. In each of their shades is different in terms of how glittery it is. Lunch Money is not glittery at all. It's the type of formula you put your finger, oh, it's so soft and just glorious to press into and use. Anyway, so that is what the shade looks like. It's very much a champagne shade, and the second you start to apply it, if you just like put it on, you could get a stripy look if you wanted, but all it takes is a like tiniest bit of blending it in and it just looks like your skin is glowing, which is my favorite type of highlighter formula. There, I figured I might as well swatch them back in my hand, so I had it on my finger there. Oh, it is really, really lovely. Again, no chunks of glitter. It just looks nice and glowy. But if you want to amp it up, it absolutely can be built up as well. I'm so glad that Colourpop has not discontinued this. I mean, they tend to do that with a lot of their products and their quest to make as many things as possible, it seems. But happily, this has stuck around. It's very good. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is a lip gloss. Now, this particular brand I want to talk about has been getting a lot of like sponsored videos in the past year. I know myself, when I see that, I kind of give the brand a side eye. I'm kind of like, I don't know about you guys, but I decided to try them. So I ordered this gloss from Beauty Pie. If you guys haven't heard of Beauty Pie, it is kind of like a beauty club. You pay like a monthly subscription and then you get their makeup super discounted. If you just go to just buy their makeup, which you can do without being part of their beauty club, it's just really expensive. What I did is you can purchase a day pass to shop and get like the member price. I recommend trying it out if you are like interested in Beauty Pie. Instead of like paying the member price, just buy a pass. Then you can shop for one day at member prices. Anyway, so this gloss, I think at member prices, it's somewhere between $5 to $7. I will make sure and link it down below so you guys can check it out. But I have the shade Nude Nectar, and this is what they call their Wondergloss, the collagen lip oil. Oh, this really, really feels expensive. So the thing that's so nice about it is I would not put this in the lip oil category. I personally would put it in like a liquid lip balm category. It's really hard to find a liquid lip balm at a drugstore price. L'Oreal does make one and it's decent, but I honestly have to admit it doesn't come close to this one from Beauty Pie. It's just extra plushy. It's just lovely, and it has beautiful shine like I want from a gloss personally, and it has a great vanilla scent. But the thing that sets it apart from like the L'Oreal one, for instance, which I do like, they call that the Paradise Balm and Gloss from L'Oreal. I do like that product, but this does beat it out just because, like I said, of the extra plushiness. It feels like it's got extra hydration going on, extra lip juiciness. This is one of those lip products that I want like every color, and I haven't purchased a day pass again to go buy stuff from them. I've been thinking I might try out some of their skincare because honestly, their skincare looks incredible. If I ever decide to do a day pass again and buy a bunch of stuff, I will get at least one more shade of this because holy bananas. It is quite good. People were not overhyping this from the videos I saw when they were talking about how great this gloss is. Okay, there you have it. 5 affordable products that I think are just as good as the very expensive stuff. As always, I want to know what you guys would put into this category. Finding really good drugstore makeup is really exciting. I love hearing what the best stuff is. So please let me know down below what your guys' picks would be. I definitely have more in my collection. I could do a part 2 of this video. I think I might do that sometime in the new year. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys spending time with me today, and I will see you again very soon in the next one. Bye.